Remember the early colonists of America, way back, when they migrated western towards the Pacific Ocean. It was not to conquer the land, but it was for gold. They were mining gold. They were searching for gold. I guess it was deemed as luck. Many of them struck fortune by finding gold. Perhaps this is beginner's luck, right? Well, in Dota, this is a specific team that simply had beginner's luck, and they performed exceptionally well. They were able to strike gold. This is the story on Flytomoon, how Mother Russia attempts to conquer Epicenter. So Flytomoon didn't just strike gold out of nowhere. There's a real story behind it. The main struggle is deemed very, very harsh, and it is very, very sad. Just like the colonists that had to leave their families behind in an epic tragedy, the players in Flytomoon, they were outcasts. They were treated like very, very low-class citizens of the Dota world. And this is true. No Fear, their captain, says this, quote, "None of the top teams wanted to scrim with us," end quote. This means that no matter how hard they played, no matter how well they thought they weren't able to practice with other top tier 1 teams like Virtus Pro or Liquid or even Evil Genius. Nobody wanted to scrimmage with them. They thought they were just second-class citizens that were just trying to, travel and get rich. Flytomoon is one of the few CIS teams to keep their roster since February 2018. Their latest heroic appearance comes from the Star Ladder Imba TV Minor, where they lost against VGJ Thunder. But despite that, during the tournament, they gave a real threat. They were a real threat. The biggest impact or biggest idea to notice is that Flytomoon eliminated Virtus Pro, which by DPC standards are the best teams in the Dota world. So think about it.
No, he's barely alive actually. They killed the OD. They killed Ramses. GG. Well played. Flytomoon with the big upset over Virtus Pro. 2 games to nothing. They're going to the loser finals.
What a fun game just in general to watch as Dota, but Silent, he comes in clutch, a few kind of wonky chronos early, and then you hit 2 gigantic ones in the back line. Yeah. Always want to fly. His Wind Ranger in the first game, that second game, Ice Vortex, they always had vision of Roche.
A team that never had experience with the big boys, never got the chance to play against them, somehow eliminated Virtus Pro. So how did that happen? This is a question. They came to the tournament via the Madness qualifiers, which is a new system of trying to, recruit new upcoming teams, etc. Other teams trying to make it into Epicenter. In Epicenter, teams like Evil Geniuses, Immortals, Team Kingwin, the Final Tribe, Alliance, Vega Squadron, and other 100 other teams signed up for the Madness qualifier. But regardless, Flytomoon conquered them all. They slayed every single one, including Evil Geniuses. Recently, Flytomoon lost in the lower bracket finals against Team Liquid after eliminating VP. Despite that, they gave Team Liquid a fight. It was very close. Team Liquid barely won. It was 2-1 in the series. So again, how did they do so well in Epicenter? How did they place third? Why? One key thing to notice is Flytomoon is a resilient team. Their captain No Fear Churochin said that their path to the top 3 in this major was harder than anyone could imagine. He says nobody wanted to train with us. We waited a long time to go against such tier 1 teams. We wanted to show what we were capable of. He says, quote, "This is the first time for us when we get to play against all these teams because no one wanted to practice with. We practice all the time only with tier 2 teams from CIS, and you can't really improve. Imagine playing with terrible basketball players, and then you're suddenly asked to play in the playoffs in the NBA. Do you think you can miraculously perform? It's very, very unlikely." But despite that, Flytomoon performed exceptionally well. They eliminated Virtus Pro. Remember how I earlier said that they fought against VGJ Thunder? Well, Star Ladder was their biggest experience. This is what they built upon. Their team just got better from there. However, despite the lack of training with bigger name teams, it actually came into their favor. Their key strategy or their key hero in the tournament run was picking Wind Ranger. They've thought that Wind Ranger is a very versatile, unique hero that can play multiple roles if need be. Let's say you draft Wind Ranger. The opponent doesn't really know if the hero is playing off lane, support, or mid. You just can't know. And this is the advantage of picking a hero like Wind Ranger. They actually made it come back into the pro scene. If you look at their heroes specifically, they really focus on Wind Ranger. Despite their heroic run and despite all obstacles, they still have struck gold. They placed third at Epicenter, which is a major Dota tournament. They were able to take in 225 DPC points along with $110,000. Now, the future of Flytomoon remains to be mysterious because we don't know what they have in store for us. As TI8 slowly approaches, many of the teams are not going to qualify. Like Flytomoon, they need a lot more DPC points, realistically speaking, because they just formed a couple of months ago and they have not experienced in the big stages. The way the DPC works is very, very tricky. It really only helps certain teams that only make it to the big major tournaments, and if you don't play or participate in the major tournaments or don't do well, then you're likely to not make it to TI8 as a direct invite. Even the boys on blue evil geniuses have not secured a guaranteed spot. They have not secured a direct invite to TI8. The only first two teams to have already gotten into the International of 2018 are Virtus Pro and Team Liquid. Also, it looks like Team Secret are very close. They just need a couple more. Most likely they'll be directly invited as well. It's funny that Flytomoon lost to Team Liquid, and Matumbo stated that he really wanted to win Epicenter. But despite that, dreams were cut short as LGD Gaming were able to come on top of Team Liquid in an epic fashion. They literally rick-rolled Team Liquid. They destroyed Miracle's Invoker in the last win and somehow secured a spot. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this story. This is a story of Flytomoon, a team that no one thought about, no one thought they could win anything, a team that recently came out of nowhere, a team that had no experience, and despite their inexperience, they're able to impact the Dota world. They're able to show that, hey, you big boys, you might not want to practice with us, but we'll still give you a fight. This is Crystalis Dota out. Make sure you subscribe today. By the way, guys, you can win a TI8 International 2018 Compendium. All you have to do is share, comment, and subscribe to this channel, Crystalis Dota. I really want to support the TI industry, the Dota world. It means so much. So I hope you guys can win. Subscribe, share, and comment.